Morning all. It is Saturday, March 23rd. I'm Paco, aka pac0naut, and we will be digging here at the, I forget the name of it, but it's Knights of Columbus in Glendale. Record swap meet happens once every 2 months, so gonna see what we can find and go digging. So let's go digging.
That's probably an original. I've had this for probably 25 years. Oh, wow. Yeah.
You ready? Yep, so I got 10. So basically, spending a lot of money. These are just some of the highlights other than the 3 records that we're going through today. We've got Johnny Hammond, Gambler's Life. I have no idea because I've never heard of it, but Jimmy told me to get it, so I got it. We've got, Lonnie Liston Smith, Reflections of a Golden Dream on Flying Dutchman. Oh, Johnny Lytle. There is a specific reason I got this one. Number 1, it's on Muse. Number 2, it's got Idris Muhammad on drums, which is, he's probably my second favorite jazz drummer. Johnny Lytle, if I'm correct, he's a vibraphonist. And I do have one of his records that made for a pretty dope chop that was on Run Lights album. So I decided to pick this up just for those 3 particular reasons. Eddie Harris, Come On Down. Haven't played it. I like Eddie Harris. I'm still looking for a clean copy of Instant Death. If you've got Instant Death and want to sell it for a reasonable price, let me know. Ron Carter and Jim Hall on Concord Jazz. Love Ron Carter. If you're a hip-hop head, you should probably know who Ron Carter is, because chances are you've heard him a lot, especially on Tribe Called Quest stuff. Anything really having to do with jazz and hip-hop, he's pretty much been involved in. Turgy Ripdahl on ECM. For those that don't know, ECM is a German label. Did a lot of, I guess, free jazz, not necessarily avant-garde, but a lot of free jazz. They have a lot of loopable and shoppable things in their albums. Really creative too. Some you're not going to be able to get much out of, but really good listening. ECM sampler. Charlie Hayden's on there, Jan Gerbarek, Jack DeJohnette, who is actually my favorite jazz drummer, and Marlena Shaw. So, who is this bitch anyway? On Blue Notes. People laugh, why do you have all these records? And I semi-joke, oh, it's my kid's college fund. Well, you know, when you start looking at what some of these are actually valued at, you start thinking maybe I should start looking at things a little bit different. There's really nothing that I can't do in software that I can do on an MPC, and vice versa. However, I really wish I would have stuck with it, because I'm not really, even though I have Machine, you'll kind of see how I use the software a little bit more than the controller itself, with the exception of just kind of fleshing out something. I'm really methodical about my chops. I don't like leaving any air before I don't like leaving any...
We walked
Yeah.
down
There we go.
by the park. It was getting late. It was
I'm gonna see if I can clean that part up too.
We walked down by the park. It was getting late.
This might chop out pretty nicely. So basically what we just flipped today was something we just found. Thorn Shield, self-titled, on Phillips. Psych rock. Kind of really hard to chop because it was in 3/4 time. Oh my gosh, we really chopped the sample. So shout out to Jimmy for doing this. I've actually really been wanting to do this for a while now. Look for a project from me and Teak Hall. In fact, I'll probably be shooting him this beat as soon as we're done here. So anyways, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. This is the studio. It's still a work in progress. Anybody, any other producer want to hang out, collaborate, we are all the way out here literally in the middle of nowhere. So if you want to make the drive, I'll make it worth your time. And we out.